Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of Age of Engineering! In between the episodes, I completely automated our mechanism system, which is awesome. It was a little bit of a pain in the butt to do because I didn't realize that when you click on these, each of these colored squares, they need to come in on a different side. You can't just pipe all the items in on one side. So I had to run all these conduits around, which it was a pain, but it's working now, and that's all I really care about. So we have automated refined obsidian, we have automated enriched alloy, we have automated the refined obsidian dust, and we have automated circuits. Yay! Not just circuits, but fast circuits. So, if you remember last episode, we entered into the Draconic Age. We've got our little trophy over here with our little Draconic core on it, and that's great. Except that actually getting anything useful out of Draconic evolution is like very far down the road. Like the core was just the beginning. If we want to get any of the really cool tools and weapons and armor and mob grinder, oof, look at all this. This is crazy. Yeah, if we want to get any of this really cool stuff, we need to automate a lot more stuff, and we need to have access to a lot more resources. So today, I wanted to start work on one of the resources that we're going to need, which also ties neatly into our power need, and that is working on our extreme reactor. The extreme reactor is going to provide us with cyanite. It burns yellorium and turns the yellorium into cyanite, and the cyanite is used in a carpenter, weirdly enough, to craft plutonium. Plutonium is used to make ludicrite blocks. Oh, it needs blocks of emerald. Can you believe that? And the ludicrite blocks are used for making tons of things like the wyvern cores, which are super important in Draconic evolution, and basically you have to make these to be able to get anywhere. So today is the day that, yes, we start on the reactor. Now, most of the reactor is going to be pretty easy to set up. I don't remember if I already started it. Oh, another thing I did between episodes was I upgraded our AE system a little bit. I added another cluster of these interfaces around a molecular assembler. And you can see I've still got room for a couple more too. One right here and back here, and yeah. Because we're going to need the room for auto crafting, and I also added another ME drive with 10 of these 4K storage cells in it. So we have storage for days. That is probably all the storage we're going to need for the rest of the pack, I hope. And you can see it's all evened out now, so everything's green, which is great. Before, this was all like yellows and reds, and I was getting kind of nervous, so I just made that. I also made, I wish somebody had told me about this sooner, this ME interface terminal. This shows you all of your ME interfaces, and you can interact with them. Huh. That's a lot easier than having to run around and be like, okay, what's in this one? Okay, what's in this one? Okay, what's in this one? So much easier. All right. So anyway, starting on the extreme reactor today. Most of this is going to be pretty easy to craft. One thing I need to start doing right away, with the kind of reactor that I have planned out, we'll need about 160 casings just for the frame. And you can see we have all of that stuff in the system, but it is going to take a while. So I'm just going to let that go while we're doing other things today. So another thing that we're going to need is the controller. There it is. And that requires reactor casings, Z-logic controllers, a control circuit, and some purified obsidian. Oof. The control circuit is actually super simple. I was really worried about this, but it's super easy. The purified obsidian, we can craft the Z-logic controllers from here. The purified obsidian, actually, we have from the algorithm separator, which is awesome. Like, I am not complaining about that. We have a lot of junk in here. Good to know. I don't know how you actually make this out of in calculator, but I'm never going to know either. So, are these stuck somewhere, or are they just really slow? I'm not sure what it is, but we'll figure it out later. We have other stuff we need to get done as well. Another thing we're going to need is the power taps in order to get any power out of our reactor, which I know a lot of people who play through this pack, they make the most inefficient reactor that they can, and then they like just run it for the cyanite. But I don't know, my personal feeling is that, like, if you're gonna have it there, you may as well have a good one, right? You may as well use the power that it can provide. So oxygen capacitors, vibrant crystal. This is kind of a pain to do. I have an HV capacitor in the system. I might have a power cell in the system. Let's see. Yep, I have 2 of them. Let me make sure that these don't have cards in them. They do not. Excellent, excellent. Good, 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 good. Okay. Power tap. Let's see if this is ready. You know, the system might be all backed up doing these. In fact, I bet that is 100% what's going on. Yep, yep. Okay. All right. So we will leave that for the moment, and we will do something that doesn't require any auto crafting. I think just let those guys go. Just let them go. So one of the things that we're gonna need for the reactor are these control rods. And the control rods themselves are fairly simple. We need steel tough tool rods, which we're going to have to make those. We're going to need 9 of them, but we can just make those in our little smeltery downstairs. That's no big deal. In fact, let's go ahead and do that now. I think I have a tough tool rod. Yep. You can see also I've been making some liquid ender here. What just broke? Well, that's interesting. That's some kind of glitch going on there. Oh, or maybe it's the fact that I have that in there. Alright, I'll clean all this up later. Goodness. Alright, so we need our casting table. With a tough tool rod. And then let's grab steel and a conduit. Yep, I'm awake. Oh, my avatar's wearing a Santa hat. Oh my goodness. That's too cute. Alright, so I believe let's check over here. The tough tool rod costs 3 per. We need 9, so We'll need 27 of these. I believe that's correct. And then I'm going to fix up the floor and I'll bring you right back. All right, now the floor is fixed and this is producing our steel tough tool rods. So that is good. The next thing we need to do is come up here let's see. Okay, so we have the steel tough tool rods going through. The other thing we need are graphite electrodes. Now these are going to be a pain. These are going to be a pain because I didn't do something that I probably should have done. So graphite electrodes are made in the metal press with a metal press mold. And this is a particular metal press mold that you have to make in a particular way. Or actually, you can do it in the... I think you have to do the first one in the engineer's workbench, and then you can make the mold. But we'll get to that later. But what we need are the hop graphite ingots. To get the hop graphite ingots, we need to smelt hop graphite dust. To get hop graphite dust, we need to use coke dust in an industrial squeezer. To get coke dust, we need to put coal coke into a crusher. Yeah, so that's 2 machines that we're gonna need. And I figured I had this empty space here, so this is probably where I'll build them. There's no reason why not to, I guess. And that is why I have all this immersive engineering stuff with me, because that is what we're gonna make today. So I'm not very good at this, so it's gonna be a bit of an adventure. I'm gonna be checking back and forth a lot. Let's do this one over here. And it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. And then these like this. Good. And then fill in the rest with the light engineering blocks. And like that. Yes, first level. Okay. Second level is more light engineering blocks and a circle of fences. It's funny, I actually had this memorized when I was doing the Skyblock or the Sky Factory challenge, the speedrun challenges, but I completely forgot how to do it now. It's been a while since I've done that. Okay. And a light engineering block in the middle. Right there. Right there. The redstone one there. And then a bunch of hoppers on top. And that looks like it might be it. Do-do, 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 do-do. Do-do, do-do. Do. Okay, and now we smack it with our hammer. Ah, there we go. Hazardous machinery. You got that right. So this is our, this is our crusher. It's gonna need some power. I hope I have some power running through here. I do. Look at me thinking ahead. I mean, not very far ahead, but not very far ahead at all, in fact. There's some extra conduit. That should be good. This needs power to this orange dot, I believe. And we're just gonna make this messy, for which I apologize, but I'll make it look better later. Okay, so that should be if we put down a chest here. See, what makes me the maddest about having to build these huge machines is that we're only going to need them once. I have some coal coke. I'm not sure if it can do blocks, so I'm just going to do it like this. All right, and you can see the things are spinning, so it should be, yep, spitting out coke dust. Great. That is amazing. Super excited. All right, so the next step in our development is the squeezer. This one's a little bit smaller. So let's get started on it. Okay, it's... Oh, did I not? I don't think I made any fluid pipes. Pipe. Okay, perfect. And then over here, we'll just go 1, 2. And then like that. And then a light engineering block and 2 more scaffolding. There we go. Very nice. And then above that, we have another light engineering block, the 4 barrels. These are wooden barrels, by the way, and this is another redstone engineering block. I will put all of the stuff you need to build these right in the description box. You can look it up online too, but it's painful to me that the book doesn't tell you like exactly what you need. I don't think. Yeah, no, it doesn't. So then, did I put down? Yes, okay. So the final layer, it looks like, is a piston. I did make a piston. I know I made a piston. A piston here. And then some fences around it. And that should be it. And then what do we hit? Not that. On the central wooden barrel from the side that has the engineering blocks. Okay. Right there? Right there. Oh, there it is. All right. Awesome. And this is completely backwards. I wanted the power to be facing that way. That's okay. I think we have power in this wall as well. We do. Let's grab this. And that's over too far. There we go. All right, our crusher should have power. There we go. If you're wondering why the blocks aren't making any noise, it's because I have the block sound turned off so the mechanism doesn't drive me nuts. So how do I get stuff in here? Do I just... Yeah, there we go. All right. So now that will squeeze into, wow, quite quickly too, the hop graphite dust. And I'm trying to teleport with my drill. That doesn't work. And then these just get cooked up. This is making all the dark steel that we need for those reactor casings, which is so much. It's so much. Oh my gosh. All right. So, hop, graphite ingots. There we go. So the next thing we need is the engineer's workbench. And this is treated wood planks, crafting table, and a treated wood fence. Easy. Great. Time to tinker. Immersive engineering. Let's put this somewhere over here. I think would be a good spot for it. Okay, so to make the blueprint, we need engineer specialized arc furnace electrodes. We need some blue dye, some paper, and these hop graphite ingots. Print. And of course we don't have any paper. Why would we have paper? Paper, paper, paper. Let's try that again. Blueprint. All right. Now we are getting somewhere. I'm not sure where, but we're getting there. There we go. So now we can make graphite electrodes out of 4x hop graphite ingots, which we don't have right now, but we might have some more stuff ready upstairs. I'm gonna need to make a lot more coal coke. I can tell already. Not that. You only get 8 of them out of a stack of 64, so that's a little bit painful. Oh, don't put them in the sag mill. All right. So we can put this stuff away. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that. And here are our first graphite electrode. Awesome. So with this, we can make the mold. The metal press mold. Wait. Does this already... Did I not need to do any of that? I don't think I actually needed to do any of that. That's disappointing, to say the least. Oh, it only comes out as a 50% integrity, though. That's weird. I'm not sure what the integrity... Does the integrity matter when I'm making a control rod? I mean, if it does, then I'm going to have to use just the workbench. Clearly. Nope, that's not it. Forgot you gotta use this or it's a pain. At extreme. Let's see. It doesn't look like it matters. Which would be good. All right, nice. Okay, so that's the first of our That's the first of our control rods. And we're still waiting for our reactors to be ready. Or our reactor casing. Let's see where we're at. Yeah. Yeah, we've got about 20 minutes of crafting. So I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. We now have everything in place that we need to build the reactor. So next episode, I'm going to be hanging around here for a while those cook up. But next episode, we will actually start building it. Yay! Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again next time.